Welcome back, or should I say, moin, Connor?
That's why it's called the DeMoin Challenge. Hello, welcome back. My name is Connor O'Brien, and my co-commentator Kyle Rosa here.
Yeah, thank you. Do you not know that as a non-native speaker?
I knew it was some kind of joke because there's the DeMoin. Yeah, anyway,
okay.
Enough about me.
Okay.
Thank you to our sponsors, Discmania, MVP, Disc Sports, Des Moines something, and New Disc.
And we have some MPO scores to share with you. Still very tight at the top. -9, -9, -8. And then there I am at -3.
Still, just in 4th place all by yourself, being hunted down by 3 hungry people looking for a top finish.
Breathing down my neck. And
let's play disc golf.
This coverage is brought to you by the Disc Golf Story.
Again, I do not know this course at all, so Carl will be introducing all of the holes here. Hole 10, Carl?
Yeah, hole 10, pretty difficult hole, honestly. The shape is kind of, very... You have to hit a precise line. There's trees to the left, and then there's a tree line to the right, and then there's OB if you kind of bail out early or go long. Kind of interesting hyzer flip shape. And welcome to the back 9.
Again, shout out to all the little signs and the little details. It looks like a very, very cool tournament. Hoping to be there next year.
It's a long drive.
I love the roller question mark sign.
Wow, the dog really loving that shot.
A very polite dog, though, with the timing of its bark.
And I think he's flirting with OB there, but just stayed safe. It's a hard shot for a lefty, so pretty well done.
As a right-handed player, are you looking just to hyzer out right before you get to the trees, or what are you looking for?
Yeah, a lot of people played like a hyzer flip, like Max is doing here, although I think he's flirting with OB left. Oh, great shot.
2 great shots so far. It looks like a very difficult, I assume, a bonus birdie for most people.
Yeah, I mean, the birdie's doable, but you can find trouble very easily. I go with an overstable disc here, actually. I'm not too much of a hyzer flipper.
And you make it to the circle. Did you ever see any flex forehands? That was the first thought that had come to my mind there.
No. I played with Tom Grobecker, who is a sidearm specialist, and even he just pitched a sidearm hyzer up for par. So I don't think a lot of people did it.
Yannick, it looks like flying a little bit too straight and hitting the tree line there.
And that's dangerous. The trees are super thick, so if you just punch in a little bit, it's a lot of times just instant bogey.
This does not look like fun. Oh no! Tries to do a roller or something to get out and does not.
Yep. Pretty common result if you're in there.
Unless... yeah, it's a bogey.
And with that, the perfect par back 9 is also a thing of history. What could have been.
Needless to say, I'm pretty disappointed. Lucas, putting out of the woods.
Not too happy with that attempt.
No.
Max into the headwind.
Making it happen. Very nice putt.
Not really headwind, but wind.
I didn't want to correct you.
And I found my putt. Let's see for how long.
Yannick still with a little bit of work to do. But he makes it happen.
Very nice. Yeah, pretty well played hole. I mean 1 bogey, but 2 birdies, 1 unders, pretty good. And now we come to hole 11, another very tricky hole. You have to hit the gap and then fade slightly. If you fade too much to the left, there's bushes and it goes down to the left there quite a ways. And then there's a mando tree to the right, so you can't really take the backside line. You have to hit this gap and then push straight. And because you're also throwing up, it's kind of a very weird shot. It's a hard hole, although it's short.
I'm also very irritated by this sign there. Did you see anybody hit it?
It was in my mind all the time here. I think a lot of people actually adapted because of it, because it's actually... Yeah, that was a bad pull by Max.
Is that OB or just Miss Mando?
Oh, there's OB to the right of the path, which I was actually not aware of until that point. And that was just a little too flat, a little too low.
Yeah, I've still got a putt. I don't know how... Is that edge of circle?
Yeah, like 11, 12 meters. A pretty good result though. Yeah, a lot of people were kind of not taking a straight line at it, but more of like a slight hyzer.
Lucas burning that one over and landing into the tree line on the left.
Yeah, also a hard hole as a lefty. And Yannick is actually taking a straight line. And flirts with the Mando, but I think he stayed safe.
The Mando is that last main tree on the right?
Yeah, the thick one.
Okay.
This is a lot of pressure here.
Max has had some really costly holes. He's played a good round by and large, but this hole and then the hole they took a double bogey on in the front nine, really stopping the momentum of an otherwise solid round of disc golf.
Yeah, in general it was kind of hard, although a lot of the shots are fairly simple, but with the wind and then, yeah, a couple dangerously placed OBs and Mandos, there was a lot of potential for big scores. And yeah, one of the main reasons that there were not too many super great rounds over all the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, the leader started off at -9. It's the third round of the tournament. A little bit surprising.
Yeah, I mean, in perfect conditions, you could really shred this course, but with the wind, it was not too easy.
You guys have a little gentleman's putt off.
Yeah, which I went first. The least gentleman of us two, I guess, or us three.
Another costly hole.
Yeah, that's really bad for him right now. Just took the lead and gave it right back.
Lucas, after 10 holes at his starting score, playing an even round and still in the lead.
Yeah, not what you would think. Hole 12, another hole that had two different pin positions. We are playing the harder one, which is just straight through the first gap, and then there's another second gap. And the basket on the right there was also played in the second round, I think, where it was more of like a side arm. Now it's just a flat, straight shot.
Oh boy, does that get tight at the end there.
Yeah, had to be one of the hardest holes on the course.
Okay. For those who missed it, the sign of the T-pad just says, "Really?" with 3 question marks behind it.
I think this is how a lot of people felt just like half a second after releasing their drives here.
It's almost like a live YouTube comments section.
Oh, that's kind of, it's a very nice, nice parallel thing, but English? Parallel.
Alright, so far, nobody's solving the mystery of hole 12. A flex line?
Wow. Out of the hand, that didn't look too good, but interesting.
A little bit low, he was saying himself. Yeah.
Yeah, but you take that. Max maybe with a chance here.
Nobody else is getting the birdie. Ooh, if this catches edge, which it seems to not at all. There we go.
Yeah, genius cut. Yeah, I think he could have definitely got better ground action there, kind of just stopped.
Go in.
Ah, yeah, go in. I take all the good ground action here.
Alright, well, it doesn't look like anybody's going to be punished by hole 12 so far.
Oh, Lucas made it quite a ways up the fairway actually. You have to be careful here though, it's easy to find yourself. Oh, that might be a bad position.
Yeah, he's behind some trees, like well in the circle, but behind some trees.
Yeah, that basket is guarded, big time. Some might say too much.
We, of course, are perfectly neutral here in the commentator booth.
For sure.
Alright, well, everybody trying to get out of hole 12 unscathed. And Lucas makes it happen. I think everybody else will too then.
And now I'm pretty sure.
No harm, no foul. Moving on to hole 13. Unless. Hole 13 it is.
Alrighty. Yeah. As you can see, 4 pars pretty well played. Walking up to hole 13.
I do like the USDGC caddy trico. Somebody had a jersey somebody had on.
Oh, really? They brought out the whole equipment.
Yeah.
Hole 13, par 4, 198 meters, and not an easy hole by any means, especially in the wind. As you can see, the fairway gets pretty narrow, and then it bends softly to the right all the way. And yeah, especially at the green, there was not too much space again. There was like maybe circle, maybe not even that long and right. So you could find OB pretty easily on either of your shots.
How easy was it to tell from the tee off, from the tee pad, where was fairway and where was OB? Because it looks kind of difficult from this angle.
You could see it. I think it was a bigger problem on the second shot, but at the same time, it's like, you know where the basket is, you try to throw it at the basket, so.
Is it gonna stay?
And
ooh,
be nice, and it was.
is that good distance?
Yeah, I think the main objective here wasn't distance, it was just throwing something in bounds. Obviously distance is nice, but yeah, it was so easy to go OB that you were, I think, fine with everything and safe.
Alright. Lucas, middle of the road.
Also, another thing that was interesting at this hole was like, a lot of times you got a pretty huge skip and a lot of times you got no skip. So it was very unpredictable in that aspect.
You being very thankful for the no skip, and I think Yannick being very thankful for the skip.
Exactly. Interestingly enough, I got 3 times a completely dull skip, like no skips at all on this hole for me. But I saw people like skipping from landing right of the rightest part of the fairway to almost skipping OB left sometimes. So yeah.
This. Oh no.
And this kind of just dropped out of the sky. There was a little wind from left to right, I think. And then he was on the no skip side of the hole.
From the shots, it seemed like the best one out of the hand.
Yeah.
Is he going straight over OB the whole time?
Yeah,
now?
and this is where this hole can get out of control so easily. Don't ask me how I know.
I mean, Max, he has a tournament to win. He has to go for things like this, but gosh. Okay, never mind. He's hyzering back. Okay, it's a layup.
Yeah, he's just one.
Did he go
back.
OB?
No, he stayed
okay.
Safe. Again, no skip, and this time it was helpful.
Wait, Nick, let's wait. This man is going to check in for
I have
us.
no idea if he went OB.
He shrugs.
No
he walks
idea
away.
right now. Completely unaware whether he's OB or not. That's
Did
fine. And kind of nice to go with the lefty hyzer here, as you can kind of fly over safe the whole time, and circles edge left.
Yeah, still not putting it as close as you want there.
Yeah, but I think it's kind of good in that moment to go a little bit safer, because Max kind of messed up and Yannick is...
Yeah, whereas it's Yannick's responsibility right now. Oh no!
Yeah, he pulled that. Challenging that tree is... Yeah, that's kind of like the danger tree on the second shot most of the time.
But that basically means no forward momentum for him, right?
Exactly.
He's just throwing essentially like 10 yards in front of where he was.
What's a yard, dude?
Yards are basically a meter. But hey, nice shot, Kyle.
Thanks. And I meant to throw it a bit left of the basket, but I pulled it and then accidentally threw it perfect.
Whoops. Sounds like a tough thing to deal with.
Big whoopsie.
A very conservative shot from Yannick after having gotten dunked on for his first one. That was his fourth shot then, and he has a very far putt for the bogey.
Oh, Max was safe. Let's go.
Max was safe. Wow.
Crazy. Okay. Super important here. If he executes, he still can only lose one stroke maybe. So, super important.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, good shot.
Do you think that, so all right-handed players are really cutting over that OB. Do you think that the length of the hole, that 200 meters, is the fairway essentially? You guys are making the hole shorter.
Yeah, I think it was pretty true to 200 meters, which is why it might have played a little bit longer if you went Heiser and then again. But yeah.
Yannick missing his putt for his bogey. He'll take a double bogey.
And
Lucas missing his putt for the birdie.
yeah, frustrated, but at the same time gaining ground again with no spectacular play at all. Just slow, and it just none of us is playing clean.
It's double bogey for Yannick. A par for Lucas.
Look who's sneaking up again.
Well.
Look at that.
A birdie for your boy.
Let's go. Ecstatic.
Kyle Rosa feeling himself. Let's play disc golf.
Disc golf store, go buy discs. Support the sport, support the craft. And support hole 14, which is an island hole. This time no hazard though, it has a drop zone. The island is pretty small, I think around circle size. You're throwing at the water and then you are playing at this beautiful lamppost pin.
That's amazing. This looks awesome.
Yeah, super cool. And honestly, the hole is made by how far uphill you putt into the headwind.
Again, the sign kind of teasing you. Do it, coward. You won't.
Well, maybe I will.
Still quite a putt in front of you.
As you can see, I'm praying.
Do you ever, sorry to interrupt, do you ever practice on elevated baskets?
I do not. Not at least not that type of elevation.
Very good shot by our leader.
Maybe you should. Unfortunately, München Oberhaching does not have elevated baskets. Max. Oh, a lot of steam on it.
Is that normal OB rules or is there a drop zone?
It's drop zone and look at that. Yeah, this is kind of a very, very bad time to do that. Potential two-stroke swing again.
It's hard not to feel like that's the tournament.
Yeah, I mean...
What a chill shot from Yannick.
Yeah, he's just that guy, you know.
I feel like I could have outrun that disc.
Didn't know you were a runner like this.
Ask anybody from the Ultimate community. I'm the fastest man alive. Max throwing OB on his drop zone putt.
That might be the tournament. And I see that and leave it low.
That's cute though.
It's kind of...
This is for... Oh, you saw frustration in that one.
Yeah. How can you not be frustrated?
Yeah, this isn't a personal attack on Max.
No, it's like... yeah. I mean, now, yeah, dices are in Luca's hands, as he is under par again. Fighting hard for that double digits.
Oof. You mentioned earlier, a nice birdie for Yannick. You mentioned earlier looking at the scores. Are you aware at this point in time what the people behind you guys are doing, or the chase card?
Not really. I think if you had one look, you were aware that no one was coming close to the title at least. So, hole 15, par 4, kind of interesting hole. It can be very punishing. The first shot is very important. There's a Mendo, the tree you have to play left of, and then after that you kind of play a blind upshot into the green. It's kind of an easy birdie, but also an easy bogey at the same time. Yeah, if you execute a great first shot, that's a fairly easy hole. You just play Spike Heiser into here and then crash down somewhere and hopefully make a putt.
When we get a look at the fairway, tell me again which tree is the Mando tree?
It's the really thick one. You cannot see right here, but you will see in a minute. Yeah, this one that he just went in front of, and that's a perfect shot. And I feel like with that, that is kind of like one of the last chances for really a big score switch. So if he birdies here, it's like another dagger.
Yannick, obviously the person who's in the best position to put pressure on him.
And perfect drive. Going past that is very helpful. That was kind of a far shot, honestly.
That was really close to the Mando. Great shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this hole is really made by the first shot. The first shot is so important here. It decides over birdie or double bogey a lot of times.
Max taking it more inside. Still a very good result.
Yeah, 4 great shots. I've seen a lot worse here.
And so you're saying that the second shot, you don't have an opportunity to see the basket. You're just tossing in to where you know the gap is.
Yeah, you kind of just have to go with what you learned in practice and know where it is, trust yourself, and then do it. And missing it to the left, yeah, that was that crashed down very nicely.
Okay, dropped into the green.
Yeah, missing it a bit to the left is the right play here, I think, because you're getting stopped. If you miss it to the right, then there's the slope and there's a lot of bushes that protect it, so crashing it into the left tree line is the best play. Not that early though.
That seems like it dropped into no man's land. A very frustrating stretch of holes for Max.
And Yannick also a little bit early, but that was kind of low in there. I think that might be fine.
That seems like it landed well.
Yeah. It was decent.
Okay. Max still with a shot at this one.
Yeah, still an attempt, but from a knee, and there's also a bit of low ceiling. Yeah, not to be.
Not a surprising result with that kind of putt, but still.
Yannick needs this to keep pace. Wow, there was no rotation on that putt.
Who needs rotation?
Maybe he's not the most comfortable straddle putter, or that was just weird, but it looked kind of off for being a made putt.
Maybe he's scared of trees. Kind of sprinted out of there.
Oh, I can understand. And Lucas now in groove, maybe?
Not crumbling to any kind of pressure so far.
What pressure?
Like in a beer frame against Max. Not only is it frustrating, it's also financially costly.
Okay, hole 16, and it is a par 4, or should I say it was a par 4. There's 2 mando trees, one to the right and then one to the left. These big trees you can see right here. But we actually played it from the FPOT on the last day because I'm not quite sure, but there were these kind of butterfly areas, and I think someone went out there with a butterfly net, then called someone. I'm not 100% sure if that's what happened, but I think we are actually restricted by protected butterflies or something.
Okay, so a butterfly enthusiast has changed. Okay, so now this is the FPO.
This is the FPOT, and they just...
Are you playing it as a par 4?
They called it a par 3, but I'm not sure.
Do you know how many meters it was, or how long?
It was long, and it was just too far to the left. I don't think there was a way of getting into a birdie position as a par 3.
Interesting.
We actually discussed it on the tee, and I thought about just going for some kind of super high flex line to maybe get a putt, but...
When were you made aware? It couldn't have been now. You knew before the beginning of the round that they had changed this.
I didn't read the email, but the guys let me know. And I should have went for the high play. That was kind of terrible.
It brings back the age-old conversation. You could call like a 250-meter hole like a par 3 and just be like, hey, everybody's playing under the same conditions. It doesn't really change anything, which is interesting.
Old school De La Vega vibes. It's so funny. It kind of changes the perspective though sometimes. I feel like people might get more aggressive when you call it a par 3, but yeah, that was a Mando miss. But the drop zone is manageable, although it's a pretty high spike hyzer.
Okay, so Max now scrambling to get out of here without too much damage. You are in the tree lines.
I'm buried. But first, it is Luca's turn. And that's just another nail in the coffin.
Yeah, Lucas isn't coming out of here with the quadruple bogey that you need him to take.
And I hope I am coming out of here. Some live commentary, nice.
Did you ever recover from these injuries?
I am still in hospital right now.
Get well soon, brother.
Thanks. I was actually really looking at the gap and trying to line up a very aggressive sidearm flex and then hit the first branch, and it looked like a pitch shot.
I love also how much camera time we devoted to this shot.
Yeah. This one not too great either.
So that's your putt for bogey, correct?
Some might call it a bogey, I call it a par, but...
Okay. Oh yeah, come on.
Yeah, bogey, quote unquote. And Yannick
putting for his par birdie.
Par birdie, yeah. At least keeping the hopes alive with that one, I guess.
And that is a par birdie for our leader, who is just not giving anybody any hope.
As I
get your bogey par.
Bogey par, very nice.
Max looking for his double bogey.
I think it's just a bogey par. That was from the drop zone. Very nice, nicely
shot.
executed. Yeah. Couldn't see any part of that flight, but. And that's like, yeah, he kind of killed his chances with that one.
Yeah, I mean, happens.
It happens. Hole 17, 121 meters, and has to be one of the hardest holes on the course. This is an island, actually.
Interesting.
Believe it or not, 120 meters island. Doesn't that sound fun, Connor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very long island.
I hope you already booked your travels. So yeah, long island, you can lay up short obviously, but it's kind of narrow all the way to the pin, and at no part of the island the layup is that easy, especially in the heavy winds we had. So yeah, kind of make or break hole.
If you cross over the island,
Doesn't matter.
Okay, it's a drop zone,
Yeah,
no matter what.
It's a drop zone, and the drop zone is quite a ways away, so potentially the last opportunity to take like a double bogey, but...
Okay, Lucas, our leader, if he lands this in bounds, we can call it.
And yeah.
And we can call it. Great shot.
Call that great. And call that another nail in the coffin. And I think this is a layup.
Yeah, but a successful one.
Pretty well done. As I go. And sit down.
Okay, great shot.
Yeah.
First flexing your muscles a little bit.
Yeah, that was actually almost OB long. Yeah. I don't have a lot of stuff to flex aside of that this round.
Hey, got an arm. Max.
And so does this guy. Even going with a higher line.
The pure
nice
hyzer the
looking
whole
rip.
way.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
good. Yeah, pure hyzer takes a lot of power here. Yeah, just stay in bounds. Thanks for the tip.
Ooh, giving it a soft run. Taking his easy par. Tell me more.
Yeah, adjusting the chains because I'm about to hit this dead center.
There's no way you make this. I know you well enough to know that the way you prep that.
You don't have to tell everyone watching though.
Our leader.
And doesn't need it.
He thought it was hole 18. He was doing a layup.
Yeah, probably didn't even want it. And Max with a chance. And actually important at his position. Now he's tied for third with one hole to play. So good putt for podium.
I believed every second that you were going to make that.
Thank you.
Whereas Lucas cleaning up his par. Thinking of what he's going to say during the victory speech.
Oh yeah.
Yannick, I'm sorry I cursed you with the even round here. He's still at even.
Ooh.
Powered by discgolfstore.de.
Looks like there's another disc to win. Probably you will have to write comments again, right, Connor?
Yeah, about like what film genre we should try next.
Film genre.
Well, whether or not you're personally insulted by the English language.
Shout out the Cosmic Spirit. We love you.
Yep. And comment anything you like. Let us know if you enjoyed the video. And a huge shout out also to Dream Flight and everybody involved in the making of this video. did a fantastic job.
Oh, Lucas has a fancy signing.
That was really nice.
Hole 18.
Schöne letzte.
Gute letzte, yeah. 115 meters, slightly downhill from the tee position and a very interestingly shaped fairway. You kind of have to play a turnover. You can kind of make it flex back at the end if you want to stay over safe for long, or you just play a straight Anheuser and kind of risk going out OB very early. A very tough birdie to get, I would say.
It's an exciting hole for the people vying for second and third and fourth place, I imagine. Lucas has nothing to lose. He could throw it 7 times.
Well, maybe not 7. I give him like 4 times. 3 penalties.
Yeah, that math was too tough for me. But Max up first.
And can put pressure on here. And Max is going with the mid-range here. And
is it far enough?
Barely over, and that is so beautiful.
That is a wonderful shot.
115 meters with a mid-range.
Yeah.
Turning all the way.
Everybody can do that. But especially for the ups and downs of Max's round, that's a...
I thought you were going to say especially me.
That's what I'm implying.
Yeah.
Lucas.
Yeah, why not?
In the circle.
Lefty hole, lefty course.
You've implied it so many times during the round.
I really took some composure to wait this long for it.
Proud of you. Yannick.
With a layup.
Yeah. That's interesting, because if you are Max birdie this, you're tied with him there.
Yeah, but I mean, he has second place locked up if he just passed, so unless.
Oh, are you acing this?
Unless. So he has it pretty much locked up.
Oh, and with Max in the circle.
Oh. Nice sit though. I was scared for a second. And yeah, I have to make this in order to podium. Yeah, no drop. For the win.
Fantastically played.
Yeah, finally gets one to drop, and at the end salvaged a respectable round, I would say. 4 under, no, 3 under in the wins.
-3. A great round and a great tournament. We see from the scores that the conditions were really tough. And there's Max.
Yeah, Max for second place. Nice comeback.
Not the round he was looking for, obviously, but really, really pulled it out there at the end.
Yeah. Needed that a little bit earlier. I'm sure he's not too happy with that, but I mean, podium is good. And I think actually Yannick is pretty happy with what he's done this weekend. Just very controlled. Didn't have off rounds, just played very steady. And I take 4th place with that one.
Congratulations to everybody, but especially to Lucas for reeling in the win here. Getting big old high fives, a pat on the back.
Hat 3 schöne Runden gespielt, hat uns allen mit seinen Würfen ein Lächeln ins Gesicht gezaubert. Und ganz nebenbei noch die DeMoin Challenge 2025 MPO gewonnen. Einen herzlichen Applaus für Lukas Schär!
Genau hier einmal.
Stark gewonnen am Ende, relativ eindeutig ja dann auch. Das sah ja am Anfang der Runde zwischendurch nicht ganz so aus. Ihr wart da, glaube ich, alle dreimal bei -7 zwischenzeitlich. Was passiert? Du hast stark zu Ende gespielt. Hattest du ein gutes Gefühl die ganze Zeit schon?
Nein, tatsächlich nicht so. Genau, ich hab am Anfang war ich ziemlich nervös und habe den ersten Putt auf der Bahn 1 gleich nicht gemacht. Der war ziemlich nahe eigentlich. Und ja, dann ist es halt so ein bisschen schwierig, wenn man mal 1 über ist, dann muss man irgendwie ins Spiel finden. Und das hat dann schon geklappt, aber man hat dann ziemlich schnell gemerkt, dass es eine Achterbahnfahrt war. So. Wir hatten Spaß, aber man hat auch gemerkt, dass es viel Nervosität da und der Wind hat auch nicht geholfen.
Ja.
Und es war eine ziemlich Achterbahnfahrt. Ja.
Der Wind war genauso wie Freitag. Deine Runde heute, hat die sich genauso wie Freitag angefühlt? Oder sagst du, Finalrunde ist sowieso immer komplett anders?
Ich hatte tatsächlich das Gefühl, der Wind sei noch ein bisschen anders gewesen.
Ja.
Vielleicht die Richtung nicht ganz dasselbe, aber also grundsätzlich hast du recht. Es ist ein anderes Gefühl, am letzten Tag der Elite Tour zu spielen. Man merkt dann entweder ziemlich schnell, alle sind im Tunnel, oder es gibt dann so wie heute ein bisschen, man die ganze Zeit so ein Check-up, man schaut aufeinander.
Ja. Was spielst du als nächstes? Was steht auf deinem Turnierkalender dieses Jahr noch? Wo geht's hin mit dem Rückenwind des DeMoin-Sieges?
Unbedingt, ja, also tatsächlich, ich habe mich sehr, sehr gefreut, hierher zu kommen. Es ist eins von 3 Saison-Highlights für mich. Das nächste wird dann sicher die Schweizer Meisterschaft sein. Die ist Mitte Juli, habe ich noch ein bisschen Zeit, an meinen Putts zu arbeiten, das ist nötig. Genau.
Sagt er und gewann das Turnier.
Genau. Und das dritte Saison-Highlight, das dann noch folgt, ist die Masters-EM in Salzgitter.
Oh,
Genau.
sehr stark. Dann sehen wir dich ja bald in Deutschland wieder.
Genau, ja.
Freuen uns darauf. In diesem Sinne, komm gut nach Hause. Vielen Dank für das Interview. Vielen Dank, dass du dabei warst.
Hey, vielen, vielen Dank. Es war unglaublich Spaß gemacht.
Fantastisch. Sehr, sehr gerne. Perfekt.
Incredibly jealous of the trophy. Congratulations also to our FBO champion.
Yeah, Matej Zumowski, shout out, and well played tournament on her part. And yeah, as you can see, not the hottest scores in the final round. Lukas really showing that he's the deserved winner with the best round of the day at -3. And yeah, happy to have you here watching us, talking and playing.
Thank you so much for watching, listening, and thank you for this dream flight, for the wonderful footage they've put together here.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, Matej and Lukas have a year time to learn to play the ukulele now.
I want them to put on a concert at next year's.
Would be so cool. See you next time, guys, and yeah, have a nice day.
Bye.